Biscuits and tea.
Humans aren't living, and we actually kind of do the opposite. We put camera traps where people are living. So with me and the teachers, we actually have kids put their camera traps on their school grounds. And in terms of like the research of the environment, we really don't do any direct research. All of our metrics comes indirectly. So we'll take information about like climate or maybe vegetation and habitat from satellite sources or from data that we already download. Okay. And we relate the patterns of the animals that we see to those environmental patterns. I mean, usually humans is a big factor. We relate it to human footprint. And then also we look at relationships between other animals too. So, it's like the presence of coyotes affecting the presence of gray foxes or things like that. Gotcha. But with the camera trap set up as schools, we've been pretty surprised by what we get, even here in the United States, because we're working with a lot of suburban schools, and we definitely get coyotes, even on these like little tiny patches of forest. In India and Kenya, we've had both endangered species. We've had tigers, Asiatic wild dogs, which are dholes. We've had pangolins, a Grevy's zebra, black rhinos.
Wow.
Are you catching anything on the camera traps that you shouldn't be catching? I mean, humans are also animals.
Yes.
Are you catching? Is there anything that you could tell us that you also catch, like this wild tail? Like I don't know.
I haven't had too many, but there was a study before I came there, or they finished reviewing the images before I came there. And so this study was done on trails throughout state national parks in the United States, and they definitely caught people like running naked on trails and making love and things like that.
Just nature. Wow.
For schools,
what
I do know. Oh, actually, we did have somebody who came to a school with a gun. So our camera trap was used in the crime. They gave it to the police.
Oh, wow.
I think in Mexico, they got drug deals on camera.
Wow.
And in Mexico, like they actually had to be really careful about where they put them because they don't want to get involved with the cartel.
So when you guys would turn over that footage, was there any kind of like payment out or reward for that then you could use for your guys' research?
I don't think so. That was just between the school and the police. Like I think I think they checked the camera and they saw somebody was at school with a gun. I think it was an adult. I don't think it was one of the kids. And then they called the police and they turned over the
Gotcha.
But I mean, a lot of researchers use camera traps to detect poachers, but poachers are now a lot more in tune to them. They look for them a lot more, but they've definitely been used to arrest poachers before.
So for poachers, like for someone that lives in Kansas, is there like what's something that organizations that you would recommend that people support, or this education on how we can kind of stop poaching and help endangered species not continue to die off, like for elephants and things like that?
Well, endangered species are all over the world. So a lot of people do think of the charismatic ones like elephants and tigers. For those animals, I mean, honestly, Wildlife Conservation Society and World Wildlife Fund are two really great organizations. They're international. For poaching, you really just need people on the ground, and that really deters poachers. So they employ local community to be rangers and patrol the areas. Here in the United States, for endangered animals, a lot of our animals that are endangered are smaller animals like bats, even like certain types of rodents. So you might want to donate to an organization like International Bat Conservation, because the problems that they're going to have are different. In the United States, poaching does happen. Usually it's not for endangered species. Although here in North Carolina, we have people poach Venus flytraps. So it's not an animal, but it's a plant. And I think ginkgo too. That? You just go to the area and pick it up. Yeah.
Okay.
You just dig it up.